Welcome back to another video. Today we are reacting to Cicada 3301, an internet mystery by Lemonino. So this is the first video I've reacted to this person, and yeah, I found this person on my recommended, and I thought, oh, this is a pretty cool channel to react to, and I watched some reaction videos of it. I didn't watch this video, I just watched some reaction videos so that I could see if they got copyright claims or something. Looks like they didn't. So yeah. Subscribe, like the video, hit that bell, and check out the description if you want more quality content like this and to support my channel. Because if this channel gets 200 subscribers, I will read all your comments, which you do want. Right? So if you want to get that closer and closer to reality, subscribe, leave a comment so that I can read it in 200 subscribers special. Alright, I leaked the 200 subscribers special, and hopefully you guys will comment a lot of things in the comment section and subscribe so that it gets closer to reality. So yeah, 3, 2, 1, let's react.
Just let me know.
Lemino. Oh yeah, Lemino. I forgot this guy's channel name. I'm sorry, Sorry, the person that runs this.
On the 4th of January 2012, a user on 4chan posted this image to the site's infamous B or random board. The anonymous author, who went by the 4-digit pseudonym 3301, challenged users.
Hello, we are looking for highly intelligent individuals. To find them, we have devised a test. There is a message hidden in this image. Find it and it will lead you on the road to finding us. We will look forward to meeting the few that will make it all the way through. Good luck. 3301. There's always some like big internet mysteries in 4chan. There's always like some creepy stuff on 4chan. I'm seeing some like scary internet videos. It's always on 4chan. It's always on 4chan. There's some creepy stuff.
To uncover a message hidden within the image. Unbeknownst to those who stumbled across it, someone had just
bump for what the fridge. Bumpty bump, challenge accepted. This is a load of barnacles. Bumping for curiosity.
set in motion one of the most elaborate scavenger hunts the internet has ever seen.
7 out of 10. And they probably thought then there's nothing behind this, and they're just like, what the frick? What the frick is this? It's just nothing. Just some creepy person that's trying to like get us all in danger or something. I mean, I would think you that, but people actually have done research on this and dug some stuff out that we will be lazy enough to dig out ourselves. So you gotta clap to those people that actually researched.
Within minutes of the image being posted, someone discovered that by opening the file using a text editor, an appended string of readable text could be found. The string contained a cipher that, once deciphered, formed a link to yet another image. At first,
whoops, just decoys this way. Looks like it can't guess how to get the message out.
This appeared to be a dead end, but using an application known as OutGuess, users were able to extract hidden information embedded within the first image. The extracted information led to a subreddit, which in turn contained information about the book. The book, along with a code,
the book,
could then be used to uncover a phone number that, when called,
at us at US telephone number 214-390-9608,
played this pre-recorded message.
Very good. You have done well. There are 3 prime numbers associated with the original final .jpg image. 3301 is one of them. You will have to find the other 2. Multiply all 3 of these numbers together and add a .com on the end to find the next step. Good luck.
This is creepy.
Goodbye.
There's some creepy stuff here. Some like very creepy stuff.
By the following day, the initial image had been reposted all over the internet. A growing community of armchair detectives sought to unravel this elaborate puzzle, but no one was quite sure what to make of it.
Yeah,
What
like,
was the
what is
puzzle
this?
for?
What
Who
is
was
this?
behind it? What happens
What
when you
is
reach
this?
the end? Some naturally dismissed it as an elaborate joke, while others perceived its complexity as evidence against it being
Yeah,
the work
why-
of a mere troll. Before long, rumors began to circulate that this could be the work of some secret society or intelligence agency, with the intent of recruiting individuals proficient in cryptography, steganography, and other related fields. Of course, it was nothing but a rumor. The two missing numbers mentioned in the recording proved to be the dimensions of the original image. After multiplying the width and height with 3301 and using the product as a web address, users were taken to a website. The website consisted of a countdown as well as an image of a cicada. When the countdown reached 0, the page was updated with a list of coordinates. The coordinates pointed to locations around the globe, 14 locations in 5 different countries.
14 locations in... What? What did it say?
14 locations in 5 different countries. It was now up to
14
participants living
locations
near
in
the
5
specified
different
coordinates
countries.
to rise from their comfortable armchairs and venture outside.
Alright.
Those who believed Cicada to be the work of an organization now felt their beliefs had been justified. In their opinion, only some international collective possessed the means and resources to create a scavenger hunt of this magnitude. This was not the work of your average troll. No,
Yeah.
this had to be something else. At each location was a poster with a cicada symbol and a QR code.
Sydney, what? How many? Where were those? What the?
Not the work of your
What
average
is
troll.
this?
No,
This is
this
some
had to
creepy
be
stuff
something
right
else. At each location was a
So,
poster with a
We have
cicada
Sydney,
symbol
Miami,
and a
Paris,
QR code.
and Warsaw.
On the bike shelter over here. See, I
So?
got it right there. Oh. You can see the corners. I was excited. I just kind of ripped it off.
Seoul, South
The
Korea.
codes linked to an image, the image contained a riddle, the riddle led to a book, and the book led to a website.
A website.
But here, the puzzle took an unexpected turn. Only a select group of first arrivals to this website were accepted into the final stage of the puzzle.
Ooh.
The site eventually closed down with a message,
We want the best, not the followers. Yeah, people are just following the people that are actually working on this, and yeah,
"We want the best, not the followers."
yeah.
The finalists were also warned not to collaborate with others nor to share the details of this private stage of the puzzle. Well,
There's some creepy
given that
stuff.
we know this, it's safe to say that not everyone heeded that warning.
Yeah.
But those who did presumably advanced through the final stages before reaching the very end of the puzzle.
What's the end? Is this the end?
After nearly a month of silence, an image appeared on the subreddit announcing the conclusion of the puzzle
Oh,
and
we have now found the individuals we sought. Thus, our month-long journey ends. For now. Thank you for your dedication and effort. If you were unable to complete the test or did not receive an email, do not despair. There will be more opportunities like this one. Thank you all. 3301 PS. So many numbers that I will not read.
just like that, the hunt was over. Cicada had supposedly
PS.
found the highly intelligent individuals they were looking for, and whatever happened to them
Where's
is
the
a bit of a
PS?
mystery, but more on that in a moment. The complete lack of an explanation was perceived by many as confirmation that the puzzle had been nothing but a wild goose chase intent on wasting everyone's time. After all, questions raised by the original image remained unanswered. What was the puzzle for?
Yeah.
Who was behind it? What happens when you reach the end? However, as it later turned out, this was only the beginning.
The second puzzle. There's probably like a team of
Whomever-
people working on this internet mystery to make it come to light. That's probably what's happening. Because there's gotta be a team of people. There's no way there's just one person. No one to Paris, South Korea, Miami, Sydney. There's gotta be so many people working on this.
was behind this intricate game had the foresight to include an authentication code known as a PGP signature along with every clue.
PGP
This allowed
signature.
users to verify that an image or message was actually from Cicada, as opposed to some imposter seeking to derail or hijack the puzzle. Cicada had repeatedly warned of such false paths and insisted that any message lacking a valid PGP signature should promptly be disregarded. That's why this image, posted exactly a year and a day after the first, provoked such a frenzy. After a year of lackluster imitations, this image finally matched the official PGP signature. Cicada was back, and it was time for round 2. The second puzzle was not too dissimilar from the first. The image enclosed a message, the message
Welcome
led to
again. Here is a book
a
code
book,
to find
the book produced a link,
Alright.
and gradually the puzzle unfolded. At one point, a recording titled The Instar Emergence was uncovered.
That's some rules right there. Seven. So many numbers. What is this?
Another clue led to a cryptic Twitter account, which then led to
cryptic
an image.
Twitter account.
The image proved vital to the progression of the puzzle, but the inclusion of this runic alphabet would remain a mystery
A
for
runic
quite some time.
alphabet.
Much like the first puzzle, the second swelled into the physical world when a list of coordinates compelled participants to once again take to the streets in search of enigmatic
Okinawa,
posters.
Japan, Moscow, Little Rock, Columbus. Like, how many people are working on this? This is like some project. What is it?
This time it was 8 locations in 4 different countries.
8 locations.
But eventually the trail went
4
cold
different
once
countries.
again. Another select group of first arrivals have been accepted into a final private stage of the puzzle. Unlike the first
Alright.
puzzle, the second did not conclude with an official message from Cicada. The trail merely went cold and Cicada vanished once more, leaving us no closer to an explanation. However, this was still not the end.
The third puzzle. Cicada's really. What were the people working on? This is some.
At the beginning of
Crazy
2014, it was time for round 3.
Hello.
Once again, the
Epiphany is
image
upon
enclosed a
you.
message. The message
Your pilgrimage has begun. Enlightenment awaits.
led to a book. The book produced a link, and suffice it to say, it was more of the same. Except this time, the puzzle seemed to revolve around a strange book. The book was titled Liber Primus,
Liber
meaning first
Primus.
book in Latin, and was
Alright.
evidently written by Cicada. The runic alphabet
Written
uncovered in
by
2013
Cicada.
finally made sense, as the book was primarily written in runes. Even so, the meaning of the translated pages were cryptic at best. The book consisted of various philosophical and ideological ideas and appeared to
Most
be
things
their
are not worth preserving. Adherence. We follow dogma so that we can belong and be right. Or we follow reason so we can belong and be right. There's nothing to be right about. To belong is death. It is the
Festo.
behaviors of
Many-
consumption, preservation, and adherence. Bracket CE. Bracket.
have since compared the strange
Like, what
writings
is
to
this?
that of a cult. Nevertheless, the book also comprised a myriad of clues and codes. For example, this page advised participants to seek out a website on the deep web, but the site remains undiscovered.
And within the deep web, there exists a page that hashes to a lot of numbers and letters. It is the duty of every pilgrim to seek out this page. These are pilgrims?
The page led to a website containing yet another recording titled Interconnectedness.
Alright, Cicada, let's do some music. Some grooves out here. This is some creepy stuff.
However, a significant portion of the
Creepy
book
stuff.
has yet to be translated. The runic text on some of the pages appear to be obfuscated by layers of encryption that has yet to be decrypted. Of the 74
Alright.
pages featuring runes, only
74
19 have been
pages.
successfully translated.
Really? Only 19?
As 2015 came and went without the launch of a new puzzle,
2015.
many came to suspect the Liber Primus had to be completed if Cicada was to return. This was more or less confirmed at the beginning of 2016, when Cicada
Path lies empty. Epiphany seeks to devote it. Liber Primus is the way. Its words are the map. Their meaning is the road, and there without an E. Numbers are the directions. Seek and you will be found. Good luck. 3301. Beware false paths.
encouraged a re-examination of the book. More than 4 years have now gone by with minimal progress and near complete silence from Cicada. Questions raised by the original image have gone
Well,
ignored.
after that, there's nothing
What is the
now.
purpose of these puzzles? Who's behind them? What happens
it's-
when you reach the end?
The end. So what the frick just happened there? I thought like, what the frick just happened? Am I gonna get the freaking jump scared by Cicada here? Doesn't look like it. Hopefully I don't get freaking jump scared. Because
When the
Yeah, exactly.
initial image appeared on 4chan back in 2012, many assumed Cicada 3301 to be an alternate reality game designed by a corporation to promote a new service or product. For example, Microsoft developed an elaborate ARG back in 2001 to promote the film Artificial Intelligence, and a similar viral marketing campaign was used to promote the release of Halo 2. But the release of subsequent puzzles and the complete lack of commercialization has more or less eliminated that possibility. Choose to believe some of the leaked information from the private end stage of each puzzle, then we do gain some insight into who this group might be. For example, at the end of the first puzzle, finalists supposedly received this email. In it, Cicada described themselves as an international group who believe that privacy is an inalienable right. The aim of each puzzle is to recruit like-minded individuals in an effort to develop privacy-conscious solutions. The email then concludes with 3 questions. The PGP signature, which would have confirmed the authenticity of the email, was conveniently removed by the leaker. If a version with a valid signature does exist online, I was unable to find it. But regardless of its legitimacy, I find this question a bit odd. It reads, do you believe that information should be free? Assuming the expected answer is yes, then the very first sentence, do not share this information, seems a bit hypocritical. While the idea of a secret society recruiting individuals by means of elaborate cryptographic puzzles may seem a bit absurd or even conspiratorial, it's not
Very
entirely
absurd.
unfounded. Corporations and governments alike have employed similar recruitment techniques since at least the Second World War. In
Really?
2013, the British intelligence agency GCHQ launched a recruitment program known as Can You Find It?
Can you
Participants
find
had to
it?
decrypt a number of cryptograms hidden across the internet, and those who managed to solve the entire puzzle were offered a prize or a position at the agency. Google did
Really?
something similar with enigmatic billboards.
First 10-digit prime found in consecutive digits of E.com. What? First 10-digit prime found in consecutive digits of E. What? What? That doesn't make sense, Google. Google, that doesn't make sense. Probably it makes sense for some people because it's a test, and a test should not lie, but it doesn't make sense. First 10-digit prime found in consecutive digits of E.com.
Back
Really
in
good.
2004, and the US Navy launched a near-identical project in 2014. Okay, but then what about the recruits? Why have we
Yeah.
not heard from these chosen few? Well, we have. It's just that separating a legitimate finalist from an imposter is virtually impossible. In a 2015 interview with Rolling Stone, 2 alleged winners of the first puzzle chronicled the events beyond the final stage. After receiving an email from Cicada, they were taken to a forum on the dark web. Here they could communicate with 20-some odd recruits as well as a handful of established members of Cicada. They were told that Cicada 3301 had been founded by a group of friends who shared common ideals about security, privacy, and censorship. The goal was to work as a collective to develop software applications in line with that ideology. As friends recruited friends, this secret society quickly expanded into a decentralized international organization. The recruits were then tasked with developing software that fit the ideology of the group, and members of Cicada would oversee their progress. But without the allure of a puzzle to be solved, the recruits quickly lost interest. By the end of 2012, all but one had left, and a few months later, the site was gone. They never heard from Cicada again.
That's some creepy stuff.
One of the two winners, named Marcus Wanner, later elaborated further in a video by YouTuber Nox Populi. Furthermore, Nox Populi himself claims to be a winner of the second puzzle, so I reached out to him and this is some of what he had to say. After completing the final stages of the second puzzle, Nox Populi received an invitation to join Cicada 3301.
Alright.
However, he was not invited to a website but was instead merely told to be patient. Then, around May of 2013, all communication with Cicada abruptly ceased. This was around the same time as when the website dedicated to the winners of the first puzzle was suddenly taken down. Nox Populi later contacted other winners of the second puzzle to compare notes, and their experiences were identical. In his own words, all the stories were the same. We were invited to join 3301, then something happened and silence followed a request for patience. Nox Populi supposed that roughly 5 others completed the second puzzle, in contrast to the 20-odd winners of the first. In regards to who or what Cicada is, Nox Populi believes they could be a remnant of the cypherpunk.
My own guess is that they're just some people from the old cypherpunk movement, and with that the ideas from that time are largely forgotten. What is the cypherpunk movement? That's some creepy stuff. Should I know what cypherpunk movement means? I don't know, but yeah, I don't know what cypherpunk movement is.
Movement of the late 80s and 90s. Essentially a small group of activists advocating widespread use of strong cryptography and privacy-enhancing technologies, but he admits that there is no way to know for certain. If you want a far more comprehensive walkthrough of these puzzles as opposed to my brief overview, Nox Populi has produced a number of videos on his channel which I highly recommend. While these accounts cannot be verified, they do make for a very compelling argument as to what Cicada is. A group of anonymous developers seeking to develop privacy-conscious applications by recruiting talented individuals via cryptographic puzzles. Sure, it is not nearly as exciting as a shadow government seeking world domination or any of the more fantastical theories, but it is certainly more plausible. You have to keep in mind that no part of these puzzles would have required more than one person. The posters are often pointed to as evidence that this must be the work of some international organization, but I beg to differ. I mean, right now, I could use any number of services to hire random persons around the globe to install posters for me. Although, given that no poster was located more than an hour away from an airport leads me to believe that one or multiple persons actually traveled to these locations. I mean, some of the posters were found within walking distance of an international airport. The fact is that anyone with a disposable income and enough time on their hands would be able to create the illusion of a vast, secret network spanning the globe. Not saying that that is the case with Cicada 3301, but it is nonetheless a possibility that cannot be discounted. With all of that being said, I personally think a loose-knit group of privacy-minded hobby cryptographers to be the most plausible explanation. Cicada made their last public statement in April of 2017.
April 2017. Beware false pass. Always verify PGP signature from 7A35090F3301.
Merely warning against disinformation, but the current status of the third puzzle and the possibility of a fourth remains clouded in mystery.
So yeah, that's the video. There's some creepy stuff happening in Cicada 3301. Subscribe, like the video, that bell if you want more quality content like this. Thanks for watching, and of course, peace to all the people out there. Peace.